Hey guys, welcome back to another P3D video. We are back at Zurich at our last stop from our last live stream, that was, but we're not doing our Europe tour, sadly. So we're just not going up to, I think it was Luxembourg. We're off to next on the Europe tour from Zurich, but we're not going to Luxembourg or wherever the next leg is. We're going to do a longer flight, and that's off to Heathrow. This flight, according to PFPX, should take 1 hour and 11 minutes, so let's give it about an hour, rough estimation. So yeah, we are with Swiss International in the Airbus A320, and the flight number today is Swiss 332. Currently getting the catering on board. I do have the power online, so if we go inside the cockpit, we can go and get the nav lights turned on, like so. Also, we need to do the QNH, which we can just hit the B key, which will set it automatically. So QNH currently at Zurich is 1004, and let's get the IRSs turned on. Okay, nice. So, well, IRS is going to start to line up, which is lovely. And what I'm going to do is get the other FMC started up, so we can use it as the MCDU menu. So that's like controlling all of this stuff. So like doors, we can go and close those now as catering has finished. We're not going to use the GSX fueling system. We're just going to load in the fuel ourselves, which is 6622 fuel today, and payload as well is 61054, pretty much 61.1, and that's that. Go to the other MCDU, and we go to the init page. Yeah, it does say GPS primary loss. That's fine because there's no IRSs lined up. So LSZH to Heathrow, like so. And our flight number, like I said, is Swiss 332. Cost index, no idea, but a typical 20 will do. We're going to be cruising today at flight level 360, and next page we can put in the 0 fuel weight, and our block is 6.6, like so. So that's the init setup, which is good. We'll go to the flight plan page. We can put the departure and the flight plan in. I'm not going to show you the whole flight plan. Just going to do the departure and that will be it. Yeah. So, taking off on 28, and that would be on the Verbit 3 Whiskey, which is this one here, and we're going to insert that in, and well, we won't be able to see it on the map, but that's fine. Right, CSTR, and VORs online. Technically got the fuel on board, so we can go and whip on the seatbelt signs on. Cruise supply off, well on, sorry. Ground control to on, and yeah. So as I go and set up the MCD, sorry, not FMC, that's a Boeing. I'm gonna get the APU turned on in the background, so let me go and turn that on, and start up the APU. So, on the backs, once I've set up the MCDU, and okay, that jetway just comes out of view there, and once the baggage is roughly completed, and we're pretty much good to go. That's a quick start to the video today, and we'll be on our way to Heathrow. Like I said, about an hour flight, and yeah, so I'll see you in 1 second for you. Probably going to be like 10 minutes for me. Not sure how GSX is going to be today. Goodbye. Hey guys, welcome back. You can see the baggage is about to finish up. I've loaded the flight plan, APU is running, GPU is disconnected, and I've also set the parking brake, and passengers are all on board, which is lovely. Boarding is going to complete soon, so what I'm going to do is get rid of the jetway, but before that, GPS primary. Before that, it's going to get rid of the close these doors, and then I can get rid of the jetway. Yes, we've got the GPU. What's it called? GPS, not GPU, primary. You can see it's all loaded in there, and everything should be fine, hopefully. So there's no need to check the flight plan. Gonna get terrain on that side, and weather I'll turn on after pushback. So just like typical what I like. That'll be zoomed out to 20. And just gonna wait for the baggage to load up, and we'll request a pushback to the nose right as well. Nose left, sorry. Once baggage is completed. So once we got cleared for pushback, we'll get the beacon light turned on, so the ground personnel know that we're going to start up the engines, and don't get too close to the engines, otherwise we'll get sucked in. Right, so we're going to go into cruise at 360 today. So 360, let's make sure we actually put that in the flight plan. 360, nice. And we're looking for like a 27 left arrival at Heathrow, which is fine. Should be departing in 5 minutes, so we're going to be delayed about maybe 10 minutes or 5 minutes delay, which is fine. Nose left. Do not want to start engines before the pushback. So we can be cleared for pushback and start, so beacon lights coming on, and so are the fuel pumps. Oh, right. So we can now go and close these doors and get rid of the ground chocks. Go to the flight plan page, and last thing, as GSX gets things set up, we're going to do the perf. So transition altitude is 7,000 feet. We're going to be flexing to temp of 50 degrees. We're going to do flaps 2 or config 2, whatever you want to call it, up of 1.0, and we should get our V speeds 141, 141, and 142 normally. There we go. So rotating at 141. The config 2. So we rotate 28 is a very short, no, not very short, but it's a roughly short runway. I think it's like 2,800 meters. So short, could be shorter than that. 2,500 meters, sorry. So not the longest runway in the world, but it should be fine because we're going to be config 2. Parking brakes are now released. Alright, so we are cleared to start our engines, so ignition start. Make sure we got everything all set up on the top overhead panel, or the whole overhead panel really. We should probably get the PA system online so we can actually hear the custom Swiss sounds that we got with the aircraft. Going to start the timer, and let's get engine number 2 started up. Start to see it spool up there. So as we just watched the right engine spool up, we can do not too short of a taxi. It's going to taxi around the terminal. That thing's just going to drive through the aircraft. Very nice. Can't actually see the taxi route. There's a way to see the taxi route. Yeah, so we're going to taxi down Echo, and then from Echo we're going to go to Alpha, and then Alpha 1 on 1028. This is getting very noisy in the headphones, so I'm going back inside the cockpit. Alright, left engine start. Right engine not started up, sorry. Now it has, so now we get to start number 1. So we can hear the custom Swiss safety briefing. Pretty cool actually. I think I got this for EasyJet, Swiss, British Airways, and another airline, I can't remember. It's pretty cool actually.
Transmitting devices are either set to flight mode or completely switched off for takeoff and landing. For further regulations concerning the use of electronic devices on board, we ask you to consult the in-flight magazine in your...
So set up the perf. Flight plan's good for departure. I think we're good for departure. So it's quite a high altitude, not too high altitude airport. We're currently sat at 1,400 feet. We do have mountains in the background. Somewhere over there, we've got Innsbruck. We've got some very nice trees on the right, and then some very bad trees on the left. You can just see the contrast from those trees to these trees. So engines all started up, that's good. So engine starter can come to normal. We can go and get the weather system online, and also the T-gas would normally come on by now at 2000 T-gas.
Oxygen masks will be released automatically. Pull the mask towards your face, cover your nose and mouth.
Right, so they're disconnected on the tow bar there, so we're good to go.
Impact on land or water. Position yourself as shown
Taxi
on the
light
screen.
on.
You may
Gonna get the
use
APU off
either
now.
position.
Before we go though,
Evacuate the
gonna do a flight control check.
Follow the illuminated escape path
Full
markings.
left,
The emergency exits
full
are
right.
identified
So left
by
is clear, right
exit
is clear. So we're
signs
pretty much good to
and are
taxi.
located as shown on the
Up
screen.
and down, and rudder to the left, rudder to the right. So we're good there. I can get the pillar disconnect on like so, so we can actually steer the aircraft with the tiller. And so that's it
Your
now.
life jacket is located under your seat
Release the parking brake.
or
Get some
below
engine
the
power in.
armrest.
We can go and set flaps 2, and also trim, which is 1 up.
Pull the life jacket over your head and attach
There we go.
the strap.
Trim set.
Do not inflate your life jacket until you leave the aircraft. Pull the strap.
And
until
Echo's
the
just
life
up here.
jacket is properly adjusted. If the life jacket does not inflate or need
What's
more
this?
air, blow through
Don't
the
know what
rubber
this
tube.
taxiway is.
In case of
We're just
emergency
currently on,
water,
but it looks like Echo's just
evacuation
coming
flags
up
will serve as rafts. The safety on board
somewhere
card
over there.
shows the various procedures and the use and location of the
I
safety
believe actually it might be just here.
Please study the card carefully. In an emergency, you must follow the orders given by the crew.
Okay, it's fine.
Thank you for your attention.
Was Echo? Yeah, Echo's here. We can just make out the taxi line, which is good. Right, you probably get the turn-offs on if you want. So config 2, which is set. Lovely. Right, let's go and sort the rest of the aircraft. So spoilers armed, cross brakes max, and takeoff config is normal. Right, reduce a bit on the engine power there. Got a lot of Swiss aircraft around the terminal right now. Well, one Swiss aircraft, or is that maybe another one there. You can just see the Emirates A380 in the background as well. It's in the far terminal, which is past runway 28. I think these might have just arrived. Yeah, we're going to taxi all the way down to Alpha, so we can't skip the taxiway because that's where all these aircraft are. The runway is just about there somewhere. You can see some runway lights. Alpha's just past here, which is nice. You can just see the A380 in the background. Is there an aircraft taking off? No, I can't see one. Maybe there. I don't know if that's on the terminal or not. That's fine. So I've got Project Fly running on this flight. So you guys might have seen I've done this flight on Project Fly, and then you will know that I was going to upload this video. Right. So we're now on Alpha, and we're going to taxi all the way down Alpha to Alpha 1. Nice turn. Bravo. Right. Let's go bring in a bit of engine power. We are decelerating. It might have just been because of the corner. So, just going to keep the engine power up. Anyway. Look at that. It's such a great view. With the PTA spring preset and reshade as well. Still not sure if reshade shows up on the recording. But the PTA itself just looks amazing anyway. Right, let's get in the centre line of the taxi. Away. It's going to be a very nice takeoff today, as the runway is only 8,000 feet, or 2,500 meters, whatever you want to call it. So it looks like there's no aircraft coming into land, if I just zoom in here. And there's no aircraft taking off, which is good. Right. Let's try and get up to 20 knots in the taxi down here. 14 knots is a bit slow. Looks like we've got some TAP Portugal. Is that like an EasyJet in the background? Yeah, we've got an EasyJet, TAP Portugal, and a KLM and Embraer maybe, or 737. Can't tell right now. All I can see is a nose, but I can see there's a KLM there. I think those aircraft fit squashed together. Not sure. Right, slowly bring up the speed. We are quite heavy in terms of passengers, that is. Yeah, that's definitely a 737. Yeah, but those aircraft are very close together. Right, Alpha 1's approaching us. There's no aircraft on the runway. Well, we'll check down the left side. Well, behind us run now, but down the left side once we get to Alpha 1, just so we can see if any aircraft are crossing the runway or anything like that. Because aircraft can cross the runway. Right, idle throttle, slow the aircraft down. Yeah, KLM 737. Definitely. Well, there's no aircraft coming to land, which is good. There's no aircraft on the runway, which is good. Try not to overturn, which is bad. And strobes on. So strobes are on, landing lights are all on. That's good. We're pretty much good for takeoff. So what I'm going to do is just line up. And then we're going to start the chrono and get going. There we go. That just crossed the runway. Right, chrono started. Herders connectors off. At 50% on the N1. Right, flex. Okay, now flex SRS and runway. Try and keep in the centre line. Doing quite well for this flight today, actually. I'm not making the aircraft fly everywhere. 100 knots. So nice long takeoff today. Rotate. Oh, sudden spin to the right there. I don't know why that happened. Right, positive rate to climb, gear up. We are going to slightly decelerate, so I'm going to bring the nose down just a tad. So we don't have to decelerate that slowly. Bring the nose down. Like so. Just with the flight director. And autopilot on. And climb thrust, so let's see where that is. Like so. Climb thrust is set. We are accelerating, which is lovely. Gears up. Ground spoilers can disarm. And we're up in the air, which is lovely. Go reduce some flaps as soon as we get past the... Well, we passed the F speed, so we can go flaps 1, but once we get past the S speed, we can go the next set of flaps. So we're going to do the 3 whiskey Bebit departure, aren't we? Which requires us to be above all of the altitudes, which is good, so we have to be, going to have to climb very fast. So at Burgo, we need to be above, Brigo, sorry, we need to be above 5,000 feet, which we're going to make no problem. And at 7,000 feet, going to reach standard pressure, and going to go into cinematics like everyone loves. So flaps are up, which is good. After takeoff checklist, well, we haven't done a checklist, but normally it would be complete. the airport down there on the left. Right. So yeah, we should see some mountains on the left of us, I think. Yeah. That's where Innsbruck is. It's just over there behind the clouds. Like right in the center of the mountains. If you guys want me to fly to Innsbruck, let me know. Last time I tried to fly to Innsbruck, things didn't go quite so well, and that's kind of put me off it for now. I will fly there one time, once again. Right, just flying through some clouds right now. I'll get out of them soon, probably into the cinematics actually. Right, there's 7,000 feet standard pressure. There we go. And cross check. Alright, runway turn offs, nose light off. Hope we enjoyed our takeoff out of Zurich today. Look at that, just rising above the top of clouds there. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the takeoff from Zurich. I'll see you down in the descent into Heathrow, which will be about an hour's time. Enjoy the cinematics of this wonderful aircraft, which is the Swiss International actually, I think, A320. Goodbye. Hey guys, welcome back into the descent down into London Heathrow from Zurich International Airport. We've been flying for about an hour now, and we're on our descent down into London Heathrow. We are probably passing about 180, the flight level 180 by now. No, 170 actually. Take a look outside. We just crossed the channel here, just about to come into overland into English territory, and so let's get seatbelt signs on Yeah, so engine's been running for an hour and 7 minutes, and yeah, be flying for about an hour, 57
Der
minutes.
Kapitän hat das Anschnallzeichen eingeschaltet. Bitte gehen Sie zu Ihren Sitzen zurück und verstauen Sie alle Gegenstände
So it's going to listen to
in den
this.
Gepäckfächern. Klappen Sie nun Ihre Tische ein, stellen Sie die Sitzlehnen senkrecht. Bitte legen Sie nun Ihre Sicherheitsgurte
I
an.
think it might be saying that captain's been turning off the seatbelt signs.
Kleinere Geräte können weiterhin
Turning on the seatbelt signs, sorry. Just going to zoom in on the NDs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt
Yeah.
sign. As
Captain's
we
turned on
will
the
close
fasten
landing
seatbelt signs.
at our destination. Please now return to your seat and make sure that all your personal belongings are safely put away.
This is one of the coolest things about having a custom
Please check that
PA
your
system.
table is folded away. Your seat is in the upright position with the armrests down.
Traffic,
The seatbelt
traffic.
is securely
Yeah,
fastened.
it's just
You may continue to use
There's that
handheld
aircraft.
electronic devices for landing. These must be held securely or placed into a pocket. Larger items, including laptops, must now be switched off and stowed
Can't see
away
it.
safely.
it's pretty much directly to the left of us now. There, I can just see it. There it is. EasyJet A320. Right, so that is now done. On our way down into London Heathrow, we should be alright. We don't need to look at the ND right now or anything else. We can go and set up the approach, winds and everything. So we've got a solid crosswind, but it's only at 4 knots, so it's not going to be that exciting. Sorry. 10 degrees, and the QNH is bang on 1000 for now. That is. Going to do a config full, medium auto brake, because we are going at Terminal 2, so it'd be nice to get off the runway nice and fast. We're going to do our decision altitude, so at Heathrow, that is at 277, and that's all set up now. Done the approach, so we're doing a 27 left on the wheeled for Bravo, and that will take us into the ILS of 27 left, which is pretty much just straight in, not directly straight in. If you take a look on the right ND here, go pretty much straight to the ILS and then go right in, so it's pretty cool. So we're just passing flight level 120 and set up the perf, done the auto brake to medium. We can probably go and get the speed brakes armed now. There we go, 1 hour of flight time, bang on. Just very past the channel now. We are over the English land and be going into London, not soon. I don't think London is coming up soon, but certainly London. Well, London via while we haven't reached yet. Gatwick could be on our left, around here somewhere, I'd say. Like, it's just to the west of us. Not directly to the left of us, but to the west of us, which is like over there somewhere. Had a minor lag spike, which might mean the airport's loading in. Let's hope. So, landing lights on. And that's it really, for now. We're just passing 10,000 feet. Don't need to get this turn-offs or nose lights on. First of all, nose light won't work. We don't actually have the gear out, so there's no point for that. Just getting a bit high on our vertical altitude there. As just passing 10,000 feet, let's slow down to our knot speed of 250. And yeah, so we're just going to wait here pretty much. Well, not wait, just let the aircraft fly itself. It looks like a lot lower than 10,000 feet, but I'm sure it's alright. Yeah, so thrust is currently on idle, just trying to slow the aircraft down there. And now we've properly passed 10,000 feet, which is lovely. And let's go. So the QNH is 1,000, and we need to go and set that at 6,000 feet, I believe. Yes. Yeah. Right. So there's 9,000 feet now. We can actually start seeing some more of the England landscape here. I do have Europe landscape, or open landscape, sorry. So it's got loads of custom buildings and trees and everything, and farms and around England. But if you get Orbx EU England, you can get even higher res and detailed of England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, other Europe countries like Germany, Norway. Orbx is just amazing. In fact, they've also announced that they're going to do some photoreal for England as well, which is what I am going to get straight away. Well, depends how much it costs. So I'm hoping that lag spikes will just from Heathrow loading in, so I know that I have the ceiling reactive. If I didn't have the ceiling reactive, I'll be very angry, and going to have to land into default Heathrow, which would not be very good. So, yeah, as we're landing on Terminal 2, going to go autobrake 2, autobrake medium, sorry, not 2. Just so we can slow down really quickly, don't have a long taxi. That will save some fuel up, which is nice. Autobrake medium is very strong, so we're just going to go idle and reverse, which is fine. 7,000 feet, so 1,000 feet off setting QNH of 1,000. Don't see much London. Still got some countryside, but they might be able to see London as soon as we pass through the cloud, hopefully. Let's wait and see. We're going to big cloud actually. Taking a while to get through this. There we go. Just coming out slowly. And do we see much of London? No. We will be flying right over London though, which is a good thing. It's going to set QNH of 1,000. Like so. Down here. I didn't set that to standard pressure on the backup. Hey ho, nothing happened. So now we're a bit low on our vertical speed. Well, VNAV profile. That's fine. Let's go and get the approach active actually, because we will need that. Get the landing system online. I've already set the altitude to 250. Well, not 250, 2,500 feet, which is the start of the RLS, and probably the go-around altitude as well. We're just going to check that. Our go-around altitude is, well, it starts off at 1,000, but it probably should be like 2,500 around there. Hopefully I don't have to go do a go-around. Yeah, London's coming in now. This must be like the M25, maybe. Or this road. Okay, that's definitely M25. M25 is like way out here actually. I do not know my London. Don't live there, don't care. Right. Bit of turbulence actually, which is not nice at all. Not nice for the passengers, that is. Hopefully they don't make. Hopefully they don't think Swiss is going to get worse because of bad turbulence. Just use like British Airways, who also do this flight. But BA is going to get the same turbulence, ladies and gentlemen. So don't worry. Right, let's go and get the rest of the lights on. Well, the turn-offs will be able to. We will be able to notice, but nose lights we won't notice till the gear is down. So we'll start slowing the aircraft down now, if I can. Like really fast, which should be lovely. Approach phase is active. Right, flaps 1. Right, that's going to get down to 140, which is lovely, so I can keep the spoilers out for now. And this is the big lag spike where Heathrow literally loads all of itself in, which I can just see there. Lovely. Right, as soon as we set flaps 2, and we're literally going to line up the RLS and just get the gear down. That's flaps 2. As soon as we start turning, go get the gear down. There we go, localizer is active. Gear's coming down. Flaps 3, and let's release the speed brakes to armed. Right, full, speed brakes are armed, flaps are now just coming to full, gear is down, and just going to hold at 2,500 feet for now until the ILS kicks in. Well, the glide slope, that is. Technically half the ILS has kicked in as we've got the localizer on. But hey. Right, I've got runway in sight as well, which is lovely. That's what I want. Glide slope's just about to come in. Got some trees loading on the left there. FPS not looking good for a manual landing, but I guess we can try and do it. I'll take a look at Project Fly to see what our landing rate was. Glide slope is now active. So we configured nice and early actually. Normally we might just probably keep ourselves about 160 for now. And once we get closer to the airport, I'm going to bring back to 140. When we get 2,000 feet above, like, sea level. 155 might be suitable. Yeah, so as you got, when you get a hard drive, trees take forever and textures take forever to load in. So that's why the trees are taking forever to load in around us. Right, bring the speed back to 140. So we got a nice crosswind. Well, not nice, but a crosswind. I'm going to set this to ND to the ILS. Autopilot's now disengaged. There's the warning. This has cancelled the warning. That's lovely. And let's go and land this beast with the bad FPS. Bring the nose up. I'm going to bring the trim up though. Nice view, isn't it? Right, let's bring the nose up and to the left a bit. Do have a bit of crosswind, so it is going to pull us to the right of the runway. So if we get the nose pointed to just a tad to the left, not too much because it's only 4 knots, we should be good. Yeah, so Terminal 2 is literally like the terminals right next to the 27 left and right. So right, let's bring the nose down again. Well, not again. Bring the nose down now. Not too much lag. Yeah. Right, nose to the right now. Right. TA only now, as we're on final approach, close to the airport. Trying to get back on that glide slope. Slowly bring the nose up now, so we can get the same vertical profile as the glide slope. There's no aircraft on the runway, which is lovely. Probably because they're taking off in 27 right.
500.
Right.
400.
Oh, lag.
100 above.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get the nose down. That lag was not
300.
lovely. Little lag spike there.
Minimum 200.
Okay, I'm just getting just a tad below the glide slope there. No worries. Oh Jesus, why'd it get out?
100.
Okay, that got out of manual thing, so it's gonna
50. 40. 30. 20.
Right, out of throttle.
Retard. 10.
Get on the ground, get on the
5.
ground. Oh, lovely. Right, idle reverse. Bit of a floater there. No problem. Manual braking, reverse is in. Pedals connect on. Okay, we're on the ground at London Heathrow Airport. Lovely landing. That landing rate was -263. Let me say that again. -263. Right, landing lights off. Strobes come to off. And clear up once we get slowed down. Right, nice and cleared up. And we're going to taxi down Alpha. Down back to Terminal 2 Alpha. I'm not going to the Terminal 2 Bravo. 2 Alpha is what we're going to taxi to. Terminal 2 Bravo, I believe that's for the heavy aircraft. That park at Terminal 2, that is. 2 Alphas for the smaller aircraft. And I'm going to find the parking stand I would love to forget. So, I believe I fixed the GSX problem, which the problem was before, is that it started selecting like random things for me, like deep boarding, selected it automatically, which is really weird. That's fixed now. 225 is what I like. Probably that one. You can just see it loading in there next to the Aer Lingus actually. Oh, didn't mean to get the mini bar up there. Right, probably turn off the TCAS. And right, because I've been worrying about that, just let the timer keep travelling. So that's a flight time of 1 hour and 12 minutes. Probably a flight time of 1 hour and 11 minutes, which is exactly what PFVX calculated. So how cool is that? Right, let's get the APU started up. Right, APU starting up. And we're going to turn in on Lima 3-1. This is, don't know what that is, 3-2. Well, that one's 3-3. Next one's 3-2. This one's 3-1. Let's try and, or Link, not Lima, apparently. So yeah, going to turn on the Link 3-1. Right. Should take off the flight directors and ILS and VORs off. Everything else like that. You can turn off the weather and slow the aircraft down, terrain on, and literally there's our gate there, so it's going to turn in on that. Right, APU should be running ever so soon, so perfect timing of that. Nose light can come off. Did overturn that just a tad. Don't worry, can line it back up. It's good. And right, good to get rid of the pedal disconnect so we can steer with the rudder. Right, looking at that up top there. Oh, just a bit too early. Just a tad early. Idle throttle will get us going. Stop. Right, park and brake is set. Let's make sure that is set before we do anything else. Now we get the APU bleed on. Bring the engines down. Don't know why it switched the ignition start thing to on. That's very weird. Go to the menu pages, options, doors. So we can do that. Depart a bit too far and to the right. Apparently not, according to the actual scenery. So I'm just going to stick with the scenery there. Scenery told me I was doing perfectly. So that's fine. Alright, beacon light can come off now. Seatbelt signs off. Get the jetway connected up. Request deboarding. And let's open up the doors. Not those doors. I thought those were the cargo doors. Normally on the PMDG, the cargo doors on the right, or whatever, on the sides. But whoopsies. Right, the cargo doors are opening up. The left wing doors are opening up. Get rid of the PA system now. Don't need to listen to that. And external controls, ground shocks are connected up. Disconnect the parking brake. Complete the flight on Project Fly. Close SimStall. Okay. Let's take a look outside of the aircraft now. Perfection. So now deboarding, hope you enjoyed that flight today. Let's stop the timer on the engines. It's a nice block time, the 1 hour, and or pretty much 1.5 hours. So I hope you enjoyed the flight today with Swiss. What's our flight number? I've forgotten. 332 and the Airbus A320. Oh, not Airbus. Yeah, it is an Airbus A320. I thought I said Aerosoft then. Airbus A320 by FSLabs from Zurich to London Heathrow. And wow, this is such a beautiful airport. Emirates A380 just arrived. I hope you enjoyed the episode. What? Not episode. Flight. Episode. What the hell? I hope you enjoyed the flight today. I'll see you next week. And see you on the streams as well. If you haven't watched the stream yet, be sure to check out the streams. Yeah, I'll see you then. Goodbye.